Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video. I am getting ready for work and I'm trying out a bunch of new products that I haven't had a chance to play around with, and we're gonna see what they're all about. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications to new videos. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look and what products I used, just keep watching. Good morning, you guys. I have to get ready for work, but I haven't filmed in a while, so I was like, let's go ahead and play around with some makeup that I can wear in uniform, which starts out with the ColourPop After Hours. This released a couple months ago, and when I ordered the ColourPop in Frosty, I also ordered this one because of the color story. It's very similar to stuff that I can wear in uniform, keep it fairly neutral, but then if I wanted to deepen it up after I get home, then I can do that as well. I'm gonna go ahead, swatch these, see which shades I want to play around with. I do have to keep it more on the neutral side because of work, but we'll still play around and have some fun. Okay, you guys, the shades in here are really pretty. I like the matte shades. There's a variety of more neutral tones and lighter going into the deeper end, especially with the matte black in 3 a.m. I'm geared towards the shades Glamorous, Stepping Out, and Just Dance for today because of work. But now looking at the shimmers, glitters, shifts, so there are some pressed glitters in here. Let's Party feels like one of those Until Dawn. Very glittery, very like shiny, sparkly, and beautiful. They do have, so like Till Dawn has kind of a purpley pink mauve tone under hue, but then the glitter is orange and pink looking. And then Let's Party is that like holographic, iridescent, it's playing into those avenues, but it has gold glitter and like a, I don't know the other shade, kind of like a champagne. The shade Worst Behavior is absolutely stunning. It is really pretty with the shift that it has, the shine, the sparkle, the shimmer, kind of a little more of a satin with shimmer added in, if that makes sense. I'm all over the place. That slinky dress is really pretty. So it has undertones of black for the eyeshadow, but then it has purple and gold to green leaning glitter. When I was looking at it doing the B-roll for the swatches, the shift it has in there, very subtle but really pretty. So I'm excited to play around with these. Let me prime my eyes and we will dive in. Okay, I have a way forward. First, we're gonna go into Glamorous. I'm gonna grab my fluffy crease brush and put that into the crease. This one's more on the pinky side than tan. And it's very light, so I'm not sure if it's going to completely show up, but I'm going to try. I also feel like I haven't filmed in forever. The schedule has just been a bit chaotic. Some of that is self-inflicted because I keep going on trips with my friends on the weekends just to kind of explore, but also to get off of base and to break up the in and out everyday stuff. Like this weekend we went to Edelweiss for the winter market there. It was a very small market, but it was super cute. It was about a 4.5, 5 hour train ride from where I'm at. So by the time we got back on Saturday night, Sunday morning was not a filming morning. All right, we've got a little bit of a pink hue showing up. Now into the shade Just Dance. Also still fluffy crease brush. I'm just gonna go a little bit lower in the crease to place that. I don't necessarily need that pink to show up that I used from Glamorous, but it does help a buffer to keep my darker shades lower so that they're not going all the way to my eyebrow. And I can easily pop them back in afterwards to kind of blend out any harsh edges. This is a very light, neutral look so far. Okay, to deepen it up, I'm gonna switch into my compacted smudge brush. The fluffy crease brush will diffuse it out so it won't be as dark, but if you wanna deepen it up, you just use a compacted smudge brush to amplify. See? Now we have more of a deepened up outer V. It's amazing what the changing of a brush can do. And now I've got the shadowing right here. And it's not gonna be as intense for work. I'm gonna go into the shade Worst Behavior. This one I'm gonna pick up on my middle finger to place right in the center. It's a very pretty, like a kind of a suede shimmer. I really like that. kind of has some silver undertones and into the shade On Sunset. This one I'm a bit nervous about because it does have some like greener tones in there. We're gonna place that right here in the inner corner, ever so slightly. Okay, it's not showing up as much as it did when I swatched it, but it lightened up the inner corner. Okay, I have a bunch of other new products to try out. This is the 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐄𝐒 face primer in Blur and Hydrate. I've tried this once before because I was impatient and I wanted to try it. I don't hate it. It's actually really nice. It does have like this weird metal like tip, so it's kind of cooling, but like it's just, to me it's weird. I don't usually go straight in on my face with my primer. We'll start there. I don't remember how much I used last time, but I didn't hate this. And as an oily gal, I like the blur part for my pores, but the hydrate, that one's only good in the winter for me because otherwise I get super greasy and look like a disco ball. Now I do have a new concealer from YSL. This is the All Hours Precise Angles Concealer. The YSL foundation that I have is too dark of a shade right now because I'm not self-tanned. So I'm gonna use it with my Dior Forever Glow, which is closer to my shade right now. So I'm gonna speed through this real quick, but we'll show the process. I always start with a little and then add more in if I need it. And usually it's on my cheeks. All right, I'm gonna do my cream contour and bronzer real quick. All right, for bronzer, this is the, where is it? I have the Kristen Dominique cream bronzer. This was in one of my subscription boxes. Mine's in the shade Medium Tan. So we're gonna dive right in. I just barely tap in, but I'd rather be able to build it than go in too heavy and not be able to dial it back. It's just gonna give a little bit of warmth to the exterior of the face. All right, that's a good base. I like how this is just kind of like melting into the skin right now. I kept meaning to pick this up and then I didn't, and then it showed up in a subscription box, which I love for me. And whatever's left on my brush is what I drag down my neck just to give a little bit of color to bring it all together. And then also when I set my face, I'm going to use my Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I have mine in the shade LN4. That's a big doe foot. We'll just do this side first before I do this side, just to see the difference. It's not super heavy. It's very light. I think I could probably use a little bit more. I'm just kind of like tapping it in place. Okay, so this side is set, this side is not. It's really nice. We'll see how it wears though. I do have all day at work. Okay, so far. Let's go ahead and finish off the eyes. I do have blush and highlighter that are in powder, so we'll use those afterwards. We're gonna pop into the shade Glamorous on my little compacted smudge brush. It's gonna go the entire length under the eye. Now into the shade Just Dance. This one is just gonna go to like the center portion. All right, for the blush, I have Catrice Air Blush Matte. This is one of the purchases from Flip. I have it in the shade Berry Breeze. I have not used a lot of powder blushes in a while. I've been doing mostly creams. I do like that this shade is buildable, so you could just kind of do a wash of color or deepen it up. I like that. And it looks a little deep right now, or darker, but blush will fade sometimes. And with setting spray, it's just gonna melt into the skin. For a highlighter, I have the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in the shade Supreme Rose Beam. Let's see. Ooh, that is very shiny and icy. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the inner corner, the brow bone, and the cheeks and nose. Very icy. I love when I find an affordable highlighter that's intense at the drugstore. And that's really pretty. It's not showing any texture, it's just so juicy. Okay, I don't have any new products for brows or liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. I'll be back for mascara. I have a lip and a new setting spray. Okay, you guys, we need to do mascara. I've already curled my lashes. I have the Maybelline Colossal. This one was in one of the advent calendars from my holiday unboxing. My roommate uses this, but in the waterproof version, so she did not take this. And I was like, you know what? I like how her lashes look. Let me try it out. So let's go ahead. It is not a new mascara. It's been out. Don't stab yourself in the eye. It has been out for a while, but I've never used it. And you know what? Let's give it a shot. It's pulling my lashes apart, but I don't know that it's like, I don't know, is it supposed to lengthen? Volume-wise? It's not doing anything. It's just coating my lashes. And I made a mess up here. That'll dry down and then we'll fix it. That's one coat. I don't know that I'm a fan. Like, how many layers does she put on? Because it looks like it's building, but I don't work this hard for my mascara normally. You guys, I don't think I'm a fan. And this one has been out for a while, so I know there's people that use it because it's still in their line. If you've used this and you liked it, please tell me why. That's 3 coats. It took 3 coats to even, like, I'm not a fan. You should not have to work this hard for lashes and mascara. Like, there are mascaras from the drugstore that I like more than this. L'Oreal Lash Paradise, that one's been out for years. Love it. This is making me work too hard. Well, we tried. Let me clean that up real quick. Okay, before I do my lips, which I've already lined, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I have the Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. All right, this I have not tried at all. You guys, that is such a fine mist. I was like, whoa, wait, am I even spraying it? I can feel it, but it is such a fine mist. Okay, let that set a little bit, press it in. Okay, for lip, I have the LYS Speak Love Moisture Matte Lipstick. I had to look it up because the font on the bottom of here is so tiny. I have mine in the shade Sincere, and it's just kind of one of those shades that I gravitate towards. So I did already line my lips. It is really creamy. It's a really pretty shade. I like this. Definitely something that I gravitate to for work because it's neutral, but it also still makes my lips look so juicy. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. I'm really liking how my makeup turned out. The primer, like I said, I've tried this before one other time. My skin looks really nice. I'm interested to see how it lasts, especially through right here where my pores are and my oil presses through. I know it's 46 degrees today, so it's kind of cool, which makes it nice because the hydration in this primer is going to help keep my skin looking juicy. Also, with the cold, I shouldn't get super oily like I would in the summer, but my skin looks really flawless right now. Even the under eye, like, it didn't fall severely into the creases. Like, I have lines. Those are never going to go away. As I've gotten older, they get more pronounced. I am 40 years old. It's fine. But I'm always looking for a concealer or under eye treatment that's going to help reduce that and maybe smooth it out a little bit. So far, it's not amplifying the lines underneath my eyes, which I appreciate. It is a lighter formula, so I'm really liking that. I'll keep trying this out with other foundations. And then the blush is kind of glowy, but I'm wondering, I think that's from the setting spray. I didn't know if this was supposed to be glowy surreal skin. I'd have to look it up and see what the claims are for it. But I don't hate how my skin looks. I'm just wondering how it's going to last throughout the day. Is it going to amplify when my oils do try and push through the glowiness, or is it just going to keep letting my cheeks look nice and juicy and glowy? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Also, this palette from ColourPop, I'm glad I picked it up. It is really pretty. It's a little bit deeper. I amplified my makeup a little bit deeper than I usually do, but I do like the color story of the After Hours palette. So you will have to let me know your thoughts. We'll have that conversation down in the comments. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications to new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.